Hey biters! So before we start, check out this video we did. We made a compilation of all you guys singing hipster Disney princesses. So many of you submitted and we were so happy with it. Because so many of you guys actually like doing this, we might do this more and more often. So today we're gonna look back on a video we did way back when, our third video I think, Fruit Musical.
You cut me, I plead. I cannot understand why all the fuss.
Alexi writes, "This broke my heart." Oh no, we didn't mean to break your heart. It breaks our heart that your heart is broken. Frankie Dupre says, "Tomatoes are a fruit, but it was still funny. How did you get the faces on that apple?" It's true, tomatoes are fruit, and that's the entire point of the video! The point of the song is that tomatoes are fruit. And yeah, that they can't be together because for some reason a lot of people think tomatoes aren't fruits, but they are. It's so unfair that they can't be together where they're the same thing. It's like Romeo and Juliet, they're both humans, but they can't be together because they're part of different families that think they're different. Shame, shame. But how did we get those faces on the tomatoes? I don't know, I forget actually. We shot the guys. We don't have a behind the scenes. We drew. What's behind the scenes? We didn't do behind the scenes for those videos. Then we drew like dots on people's noses, and then we tracked that dot to make it steady on the face, and then we just masked out the eyes and the mouth. I remember when we shot that. That would have been good to have behind the scenes for back when we. I remember it was so funny. They had to sit completely still and sing the whole song so that Vijay could track it properly. It was pretty funny watching that. Yeah. Van E writes, "Oh my god, who cuts a tomato with a bread knife?" I do. That was me cutting that tomato. I don't know, we wanted to get the biggest knife we could find, so we were like, here's a bread knife. Let's just make it look as aggressive. Here's a big knife. Doesn't matter what kind of knife it is. Well, it's a bread knife, and we were just like, slice that tomato. Silly Yognod. Yognod, are you from the Yogscast? Having experience with the annoying orange, I expected this ending. So the video was actually supposed to be totally hilarious and a bit rough and wild, like the annoying orange, but then we went, oh, why not go this whole Romeo and Juliet route and make it sort of more of a love song? Which is kind of weird road to go with fruits. Yeah. But we went there anyways, because we're AVbyte and we make weird things. Fall in love. Yeah. Fantasia says, the tomato and apple is more sad than Romeo and Juliet. Let's take a moment to contemplate that. Alright, moment taken. LZ951 writes, still better love story than Twilight, and it has 157 likes, which must mean something. Wait, Twilight's a love story? I totally missed that. Actually, I haven't even seen all the Twilight films. I saw one. I've seen one. And I saw two. And I was in a play when I saw two, and the next day, after watching two, I had a performance around noon, and I was so slow in my articulation, and I was so slow in my movement. And I was like, oh, it's just because I watched Twilight movies and everything's so slow in those movies. I did like the book, the first book. I read the first book. I read the first book. I bought it once in an airport. I was bored, so I was like, oh, everyone's reading this book, so I'm just going to buy it. And I started reading it and I couldn't stop. The second book, though, I just like, at some point I was like, nah, this is, I don't know, I couldn't finish reading it. Sorry, Twilight fans, don't hate me. Pretty sure none of our fans are Twilight fans. We'll find out. Tanya R says, I like this song. It sounds like the same song from My Fair Lady. Sorry if I spelled something wrong. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's similar. I basically took the inspiration a lot from that song. It's one of my favorite songs ever. And yeah, I based a lot of the chord progressions on that, the kind of the movement of the melody. Yeah, good listening right there. So that wasn't that many comments. It's probably because this video has hardly any views and hardly any comments. But hopefully that will change. So check it out right over here. My name is Vijay. I'm Antonius. We are the AVbyte brothers, and we will see you on Monday, where we might or might not be procrastinating. Also, in our Monday video, Kevin Geezy, who won our contest like a month ago, he's in it. He actually talks about his experience in his last video. You can check it out over here. He was a lot of fun to have in our video. Anyways, thanks for watching and see you on Monday.